Hello everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. So today we are going to be preparing our special Cameroon delicacy arrow. And as you can see right here, I've already washed my arrow. I literally had to prepare all the stuff that I need to use for this arrow. If you watch in my previous video, you'll see exactly how I wash my arrow. I'm going to be using spinach in the place of water leaf. If you have water leaf, that's the best option. So this is spinach right here. And in my pot, I've already bought the meat that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using mostly fish, and I also have some cow skin in here. So this is what I'm going to be using, and in addition to my crayfish as well. So let's get started with our cooking. Our pot is on the fire, it's already dry, and we are going to get started by adding our spinach directly into this pot. You guys, I just want to welcome all of my new subscribers. You're welcome to the family. You're at the right place. You're here for a reason, and I hope you join the family wholeheartedly by liking the videos, sharing, and keeping your lovely comments. So you can see here, I'm just going to continuously stir this because water leaf, or should I say spinach, produces a lot of water. So if you let it boil, if you cover the pot and let it boil, it's going to produce so much water. So what I normally do is that I just constantly stir it while it's cooking. So I just constantly stir until it's well cooked. You can see it's still producing so much water though, but this would have been so much if we had let it just cook on its own. By the way guys, there are various methods, there are different ways to prepare arrow. This is just one of the ways. If you watch my previous video of my arrow recipe, you see another simple straightforward way of preparing your arrow. So there are different ways. The main thing is you come out with a good outcome. So you can see how much water that has been produced in here, and that's fine. Arrow is quite dry. This is going to like mix into this and just make it okay. I've added in the boiled meat, cow skin, and fish into the spinach, and I'm going to stir this. When I was boiling this fish and the cow skin, I added some salt, some maggi, and some pepper. So that's all we have in there. I'm just going to mix everything all together and let them cook for a while. You guys can see how green this is. This is the best option of your spinach to use. Some people prefer the frozen spinach, but it all depends on what you want. I love to go in with the fresh one. So this has been on the fire for a few minutes and it's still boiling. Let's see how it is, and then we can start adding in some additional ingredients. So I'm adding in some whole peppers. If you want to blend your pepper, good and fine, but it's best to blend if you want it really hot. I'm adding 4 seasoning cubes, 4 maggi cubes. When I was boiling the meat, I did add 2 of them in, so I'm adding 4 at the moment. I'm adding in some salt. Just going to sprinkle the salt in there. You guys, I trust my salt, the addition of my salt. If you're not good with this, just go in with the measurement. You can start with a teaspoon of salt, and then you can add it later on after tasting. So that's the best thing to do. And with this done, I'm going to start adding in my already washed arrow. You guys just add it gradually and stir it. Then also check the texture to be sure that the arrow is not too much or the water leaf is not too much, because you don't want your arrow to dry or too soft. So you just constantly keep stirring, adding and stirring, and then feeling the texture to see that it's still equivalent to each other. The spinach is equivalent to the arrow. You guys, arrow in other countries like in Nigeria, this is okazi. So in Cameroon we call it arrow. So I'm just going to stir this and see how it fits in together. I think I'm going to add in a bit of dry arrow again, even though it looks like it's already okay, but I just want to add a little bit. And it may look dry now, but when you add oil and add in everything, it comes beautifully together. So I'm just adding a bit of dry arrow, and then I'm going to stir everything together. So just going to mix it up now. The good thing about arrow preparation is it's a one pot dish. You don't have to really stress yourself preparing ingredients, blending ingredients. It's literally just one pot and everything is added into it, and you don't have to really stress yourself a lot. It's kind of one of the easiest thing for us to prepare. You guys, I've just added my crayfish. I added a bowl of crayfish in here. I'm a lover of crayfish, especially when it comes to arrow. So add your crayfish after the arrow has been mixed. I love to add it really late because it keeps the taste and keeps everything just the way it is. I don't want it too cooked. So I'm going to stir everything all together, and then I can add in my palm oil. So that's my palm oil. I use authentic. That's the best so far. I've literally had to try a lot and lot of different types of palm oil, but this is the best so far that I've seen, and it tastes deliciously and it tastes really good. This is the best I've seen, authentic. So I've added in my palm oil. I'm just going to mix everything, and then I'll let my pot of arrow simmer. Some people go in and add in a normal vegetable oil if you don't have enough palm oil, just to make the combo. But if you have enough palm oil alone makes it good and delicious. So we're going to let this simmer all together, and then you can see the outcome of our arrow. You guys, what do you like your arrow with? I love mine. I normally have mine with waterful. It's been a long time since I ate waterful. So I normally have it now with pounded yam. I also like it with potato flour. Potato flour is the best option for me because it literally just comes out like waterful. And the last option on the list is gari. So if I don't have any fufu at home, I'm just going to go in with